Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Rag Grind to the legendary Water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing. The Cyclones will put total weather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Iowa's offense will come out first. Last time these two met, Iowa did Iowa things and won a close one.
Man, they do that so often in this series. They just find a way, even if they're trailing, to win the ball game. And Iowa State's got to figure that puzzle out.
Iowa doing Iowa things. Defensively, they made the plays they needed to make in that game, and they're going to have to do that again in this one.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the run. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got his man. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Cyclones offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. On the move, it's Lawrence. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but turning it on! And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Takes the handoff. It's Lawrence. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the 2nd quarter with a safety.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Showing off the arm. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Look at him.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawrence. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Spins away from the defender. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Goes to the option. The pitch. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They boot it away on fourth down. And the returner will be knocked down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lawrence. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Brings up second down.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The RPO fired complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a misdirection with the counter. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, Iowa State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They're going back to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Over the move. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Got a man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Throwing right. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll leave it with him. Spins away from the defense. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Cyclones are on the move. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Nice move there. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Working on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets it out fast. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down. No matter how much college football changes, realigns,